It's that time again where I have um, an assignment due. I just feel like I'm 22 years old. Aren't I too? Isn't it like that feels so high school, you guys? That feels so high school. I just don't know about that. So I'm not doing it because I'm too old to be doing homework right now. But it does have to be finished today, so I'm making a YouTube video right now. Um, I just don't know if I'm cut out to be a student. I had this hard realization the other day where I was like, you know, everything about school is great except for me doing the work on time and to the best of my ability. Like that's where I kind of feel incompatible with this kind of institution. And that made me wonder, like, okay, maybe that just means that you have a general incompatibility with this kind of institution, which is kind of a problem because I've already enrolled to do more school in the fall. And then, like, I had this lofty idea, because, oh, God. Sometimes I just need to do things. I have a need to prove certain things about myself to myself by choosing suffering over peace. So I have this idea because when I was 5 years old, my mom told me that I should have a doctorate degree, that I'm going to do a doctorate degree, which is not like I can already see that not going unless I get on some like actual big boy medication, um, like a stimulant that's not gonna work well. I have noticed that like I don't even know for how long, but I've been taking like my ADHD medication that's, actually usually the most effective in the ages I think like 9 to 17, 16. And I'm an adult, so I'm taking a child's medication and a child's dose of that medication. So, I don't know why I'm expecting to certainly wake up one day and be a new person. But when I skip it, I do wake up the day after and go, oh, so I'm dying right now? Like, I'm actually dying. I'm actually dying. So, I can't explain to you day after because, I have ADHD, I forget to take it sometimes. I'm supposed to take it in the morning, sometimes I just do forget. Or, like, I ran into an issue like I think a couple of weeks ago where it was like I was running low, and then I double booked um, one appointment on top of my freaking medication management appointment, and so I had to miss the medication management appointment, and so I was late to get the refill sent to the pharmacy, and then like I kind of ran out, so I had to. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. And in that period of time, when I was like doing like about half of what I should have, you know, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know why I think that I can just decide to, implement whatever regimens that I want to implement on myself. That being said, I do think that I might begin taking my supplements again. I ordered. Oh, the box is actually there. Should I just go get it? My room is. You guys, my room is. It's not actually that messy, but like there's like a lot of I things are collecting in that. I'm gonna. Oh, I hope I deposited that paycheck. Um. So I was worried about my ability to have a brain because it just has been feeling like it's falling out. And you know what would probably help that? Like regular sleep, like sleeping regularly, you know what I mean? A good diet, like eating the like good like vegetables and stuff. I don't know what you're supposed to eat, but like eating those kinds of things and not, consuming one entire box of I think like primarily sugar based candy. Like it's just I think hard sugar, hard cinnamon flavored spicy sugar and consuming a whole box of that in one sitting. Like and doing that for multiple days in a row. Like that's probably not helping, whatever processes are supposed to be happening in the brain. So, but I was worried about that and I wanted to do a quick fix. So what I ended up purchasing is nootropic supplements. They made me do a quiz, right? I wanted to get the ones that are like for concentration or motivation. I wanted to do that. I took their quiz and they gave me stress reset. Like I need a stimulant. I don't need to be unstressed. The only reason that things happen for me in this life is because I have this one, the stress. I don't need that to be reset. I only ended up taking these for like 2 days though, because number one, like very shortly after I began my ADHD medication, and I wanted to make sure that I was whatever changes I was noticing were coming from the ADHD medication and not these weird pills that smell kind of funny that I ordered off the internet. And then the other thing is, like I just noticed that in each serving, the daily value, which I'm guessing this is the amount of this thing that you should have per day, in terms of vitamin D, this is in one serving is 625% of the recommended daily dose of vitamin D. No, and nobody's talking about this, So I went to Reddit when I saw that, because I was like, oh my god, wait, I don't want to die. Wait a minute, I don't want to die. I googled it. They said, girl, you don't need that much vitamin D. Are you kidding me? You do see the sun on occasion, so you don't need that amount. That's kind of insane. And I looked at Reddit. I was like, okay, is anybody else who's taking these supplements, have they ever said anything? Nobody's saying anything. I don't want to do like slanderous anything. I don't want to like harm my chance. Like I don't want to publicly talk bad about this brand on this public platform. This video may get like 40 views or something. Like, I can't handle a lawsuit. But it's just like, and then I'm going to go outside on top of 625% of the recommended daily dose. Like, am I going to die? Rickets? Psychosis? That's what happens if you get too much vitamin D. So that scared me a little bit. Another thing, I took those, and I felt like I was in a video game. Like, not like, oh my god, I'm running around or anything like that. I was tweaking, but it's in a way of like I felt like I was compressed into a digital medium. I felt like I was inside of a computer. I felt like I was pixels. It was so strange. And I was like, I can't take this again. That happened the first day, and then I took it again the next day. So, and the other thing is, like, I can't open this jar that they sent me. You know what? I think that somebody else needs to be managing my personal finances, because there's just no reason for me to be making purchases like that. Purchases like some other things. What else did I have? I paid for an online IQ test, and it told me I had 85 IQ. And then I'm trying to get a doctorate degree. See, no, we're coming full circle at this moment. I don't remember exactly how I got onto this tangent. But I do feel concerned about my ability to be a student, like in a serious way. I don't know what to do about that. I feel better though. I do think that at the end of the day, the child's medication is doing something positively besides making me feel like I'm actually dying. Oh, I didn't even tell you what that was like. Because it's so hard when your medication is on that side of the room and you feel like you're dying on your bed over here on this side of the room. And you're like, I can't even get up and get it. And I mentioned this before, but I have to eat when I take it. So not only do I have to somehow make it all the way to food. And that just doesn't happen. So I can honestly see, like, I don't know. I don't know. And I just can't handle nausea. It's just not what I really think that I kind of environment that I would thrive in is, people who are chill, who know that we're just here to have fun. Like, courses that number one I feel like I can do, so I feel like I understand what's going on. And number two, that are like kind of interesting. And number three, I have to do like maximum three at a time. I really think that I thrive in situations where I can just do three classes at a time. And it's even better if they're all about similar kinds of things. If we're all over the place, if we're doing all over the place, it's too much. It's too much. Just three things that I feel like are fairly similar to each other, and that are all sort of building toward the same thing. And like it's fine, like you're not worried about the times when I don't come to class. Okay, like because sometimes I'm in my bed dying because I forgot to take my medication the other day. You know what I mean? So like showing up 11 a.m. for like 50 minutes of whatever, it's not always feasible. And then another thing is like I'm interested in what's going on. Like I like it. I feel positive. I'm like, ooh, that's interesting. I took a class about like animal communication, and although that was a period of time when the brain was not working very well, and I didn't have the best work ethic, I still, was making attempts. I do think that the love of my life will be somebody that's animal, like animal centered, animal focused. Because when I was in that class, I was looking around, I was like, I have like, there were like suitors for me here, and there was one of every gender. I was like, whoa, wow, okay. And I felt like really intellectually compatible with those kinds of people. I don't know if I could, love somebody that studies English, because I just get so annoyed so quickly. And I feel like, at least at the school that I go, maybe it's a different thing, but like I feel like the specific school that I go to, if you travel to this school and you study English, it's because I don't know, the vibes are kind of rancid. But I think most people have kind of rancid vibes. And I think that is because I have ADHD. So if things are very understimulating to me, they start to irritate me. And I think that's also a problem in terms of, romantically. I don't know. That could be for a different video. I'm tired of talking about that. If we want any updates, unfortunately, I made a joke the other day and it was, very well received. So I'm still in line at the restaurant that has a relationship that is not me. But that's fine. You know what? Like at the end of the day, ultimately, I don't have to have a relationship right now. In fact, I honestly think that it's better if I don't, because um why is it good? Why is it good? Let me know why is it good. But I also think it's good. I think it's good because I don't want to be accountable to a different person right now. I honestly do think that if like I had somebody that in my like ear that I felt morally obligated to perform some sort of task for, and that task could just be like thinking about you or saying hi to you today, I would just begin to resent them in a very concerning way. Like my mom called the other day, and I was just so rude to her. I've never been rude to my mom before. I don't know. I know some people like that. That's like kind of a normal relationship, but I think she got kind of concerned for me. Like she said, normally she's just okay to just be in my ear and be annoying. But now I was so rude to her. I don't think she's ever experienced that before. So she's sort of hung up, and it's because I was so stressed because can I be a student? And now I'm setting myself up to do more school. And the thing about the more school that I'm doing is like it's actually serious. Like I go to like a fake school right now, and I can basically do whatever I want, and like it's fine. Like there's kind of very few things I could do at this point that would um fuck me over like in a serious way. And believe me, like I have tried. I mean, like I am allegedly graduating, so I there are certain things that I need to make happen. Um, Otherwise, we're in serious problems. But yeah, I just don't think that's gonna be the vibe at this next place, which is concerning to me personally. Um, and I feel a little bit unsure about my ability to do that. Oh, I shouldn't drink from that right now. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys. Just wanted to say hi. Um, I don't know if this was a fun chat, but people like and this is kind of part of the reason that I decided to just go ahead and make this is because I do these sort of long public rants kind of fairly often on like my Instagram stories, but telling a story 60 seconds at a time, that's not always that reasonable. Um, so, and sometimes I don't need everybody in my business. Like, I could not. Sometimes I don't need everybody in my business. So, it's a happy medium. Hello, Games Closet. Um, this is my closet. I am games. Um, that's it. That's all. That's literally everything. I'm going to go find food. Why don't you go find food? Peace.